Joe Thompson with another video on phone flipping. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We are going to be going over everything business, entrepreneurship, but mainly, this week and further on, we're going to be focusing on one of my favorite businesses. If you haven't seen the other video, it's a little introduction, but it's phone flipping. So to get right on into it, that is true. I did $18,000 in 1 month phone flipping. It was probably one of my best months to date since I've started the business. And in this video, I'm just gonna be showing you guys how a lot of you guys are just setting your goals way too low. I don't want that to sound cheesy or superficial, but I mean, literally, that's exactly what it sounds like. A lot of you guys are setting your goals, your standards are very, very low. So whatever amount of money, at least for me, that I wanted to make in phone flipping, at first it was a few thousand per month. And eventually as my business started growing, I started shaking more hands. I started meeting more people, more shop owners, everything just started to come to me. And I'm not saying it got easier in a sense of my work ethic, but it got a lot easier in the sense of I had a process down. So in this video, I'm literally just gonna be showing you how I did $18,000 in 1 month flipping phones. So let's get right on into it. So what I really learned in this month, it was probably one of the most stressful months I've ever had in my life. I was still, lacking in some areas, whether that was posting ads and a few other things, but I just really got out of my comfort zone. I went around to shop owners, I shook hands, I talked to people. I did all of the right things that I kind of explained to you guys in the last video. And you guys should be doing the same exact thing. But these are just a few tips on how I did it. And to start off, it's really all about numbers. So this is a numbers game. So just stick with me here. I'm not good at math. I know some of you guys watching this, math is not your strong suit either, but it's just very, very simple. So I made one of my goals every single day was to talk to at least 70 people, whether that was people on Facebook, people in person, stuff like that. It was talk to at least 70 people, 70 to 75 people per day, per day, okay? Because my odds of closing out of those 75 people, I did get a few closes a day. So that's what I really want to make this video about. Is it's all a numbers game, guys. In sales, in life, in a lot of things, it's a numbers game. So before, I was probably talking to 25, 30 people a day. I doubled that, almost tripled that, you can say. And I started talking to 70 to 75 people a day, whether I wanted to or not. I woke up at the same time every single morning. I have a routine in place. So step one is going to be, talk to more people. It's all about numbers, okay? So cross that off. Step two, joining as many Facebook groups as you can. Now, if those of you who are new to this, you're not going to understand what I'm talking about. So I'll just give a little bit of an intro. Say you're in New York City, you're going to want to join all the barter, the buy, sell, trade, every single Facebook group, community group that is in your area, and I'd say 10 to 20 to 30 miles out of your area, and I'll make a video on that if you guys want me to. Once you're in these Facebook groups, you need to be posting almost every single day. Now, you guys don't want to get banned, so just kind of follow the guidelines. Some Facebook groups have rules, but what I want you guys to be doing and what I've done is be posting in all of the neighboring Facebook groups, your own city, cities outside of your city, and just say the same thing that I said in the last video. Hey, I'm Joe. I buy new and used phones. I also buy other consumer electronics. So really, guys, join as many Facebook groups as you can. And the key to this is to not just join your city. Go outside of your city, go 10, 20 miles outside. That is something that really, really boosted what I was doing. I was focusing on one city. I was seeing the same people, when in reality, I got a lot bigger and a lot better at this business when I went outside my comfort zone. Of course, you're gonna have to drive, but you wanna make more money, that's what you guys are gonna have to do. So joining the Facebook groups, okay? And another thing to add on to that is you want to join phone flipping groups. We have one, it's completely free. I know there's a few other ones on Facebook, a few other YouTubers have one, but join Facebook groups with like-minded people, other flippers, other entrepreneurs, because what I've found is even when I thought I knew everything, something always comes up. So you guys are never gonna know everything in this business. Always be joining like-minded groups for Facebook groups, networking, and et cetera, et cetera. And that's really what helped me as well, just finding new people, testing new strategies. So that does it for Facebook. Now, this, I kind of briefed over this before. Consistently be placing ads on all platforms, okay? So we'll just name a few. So you have Letgo, you have OfferUp. You can find these on the App Store. Androids I think has it too. Facebook Marketplace, place ads on there. Facebook groups, place ads on there. Make a Facebook page and do paid ads through there, okay? You wanna be hitting this business from every single angle because the goal, right, is in numbers. It's all in numbers. So you want as many people to see your ad and see what you have to offer at the end of the day, guys, and that's what really matters. So consistent ads on all platforms. Wake up, make a schedule, and say, okay, from 8 to 10, from 8 to 9, or however long it takes you. I know for me, it took me a little bit at first to get them going, but post your ads. Hey, we buy phones, Facebook, Craigslist, paid, free ads, et cetera, et cetera. You can even put out signs. The guys that put out signs for We Buy Houses, I've seen plenty of people do We Buy Phones. So don't be afraid to get your face out there and post ads. Remember guys, this is a trust business. People are gonna sell the phones to who they trust, okay? So consistent ads on all platforms, that's probably one of the most important things. That was a terrible start, but that is probably one of the most important things for me that really did it. So fourth thing on this list is writing down your daily goals. I briefed over this a little bit before, but like I said, I made my goals for this specific month when I hit this number. I wanted to talk to 70 to 75 people per day regardless. And if I didn't hit that number, I was gonna make sure I hit it somehow, whether that was going out, meeting people, word of mouth, whatever. So write down your daily goals, 1 through 10, write them down. I don't care if you don't like to write. I promise you will get so much more work done. And this applies to phone flipping in life. So write down your goals. What are you gonna do that day? Are you gonna meet up with 3 people at this time, and this time? Are you gonna do this, this, and this? Write down every single goal you have for that day. The next day comes, you make a new list. I'm telling you guys, goal setting, okay? And make your goals way higher than you thought. For this month, if I wanted to do 5,000, or for someone that wanted to say, hey, I wanna make 5,000 this month, I would set it for 25,000. Because even if you don't reach 25,000, it's still better, obviously, logically, than your original goal. So guys, really, really be setting massive goals, guys, massive goals. Okay, cross that off the list. Next thing I did is I made a choice. I see so many people in this business, they don't get phones for a day or two and they just completely quit. The real people who have been in this, who have been through this shit, who have lost money, made money, and stayed in this through thick and thin are the people who made a choice. For me, this is one of my main sources of income. It's not my main, but it is one of them. So I made a choice and I said, regardless, even if I fail, I'm going to get back up. It's all about mindset. I had days when I was first starting out in this business where I made nothing. I lost money. I've been scammed, Guys, there's so much to learn about this business that you kind of have to figure a lot of it out as you go. Mentors are great too in this business. And I know I'm gonna get shit for this, but for those of you who say courses have no value, I have personally never taken one. I have a lot of friends who have taken them in the phone flipping community. And maybe it is, that jump start that can definitely help you out, maybe a mentor, but definitely make a choice on if you really want to do this. Close your eyes and think, am I okay with not making money this day? Am I okay with being stressed out a lot? And that's what separates the good people in this business from the bad people, the good entrepreneurs from the bad ones, is it all starts with your mental mindset. You gotta make a fucking choice, okay? The people that wake up and they're like, oh, I don't wanna do this today, I don't wanna do this. Those people, they're fucked, okay? Because it's not about the times that you wanna do it. It's about the times that you don't wanna do it, right? So it's about the times when you're hungover, when you went out last night, when you did something and you don't feel like doing it. It's about doing it. So make a choice. That's one of the most important things on this list, is make a choice and stick to that choice. So I know I went a little bit too far on that, but make a choice. And then I know to reiterate from the beginning is I was constantly networking. I can't even tell you how many times, how many phone calls I made to shops, how many people I went and saw, how many through a friend of a friend who had a phone to sell that I drove 30 minutes out that didn't even, guys, I literally networked my ass off. And for those of you who want to be successful in this business, it's all about networking, meet people, shake hands, get out of your comfort zone and be consistent. So these were really just some of the main gritty points in being successful in this business, how I can speak on my behalf, it made me successful, and how I was literally able to do $18,000 in 1 month by flipping phones. It sounds insane, guys, but when you really break it down, when you really hit your numbers, when you really set these huge goals, I promise you, it is possible. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you liking and subscribing. And like I said, we have a phone flipping group. It's called Phone Flipping Family 0 to 100. You're a beginner, you're an entrepreneur, you're whatever. We have people from all walks of life in this group. So I really encourage you guys, no matter what stage you're at, to go join that group. Like I said, we have people making a few $100s a day to people making a few $1,000 every few day, to wholesalers who are making